Paul Cézanne was a French artist born in Aix in France on January 19, 1839. Philippe Auguste, his father, had quite a successful business as the co-founder of a French banking firm. Hence, the artist had the luxury of attending a good school that helped enhance his skills. He was enrolled at the College Bourbon, and this was also the place where he met another brilliant person named Émile Zola. The two became friends, although Cézanne pursued painting, while Zola became a great literary artist. In 1856, Cézanne took up drawing and painting lessons at the École des Beaux-Arts. Unfortunately, his father was against his decision of becoming an artist. Thus, to please his father, he decided to attend the University of Aix-en-Provence to take up law studies. To give way to his passion for the arts, he also continued art studies while pursuing law. This allowed him to develop his artistic skills and follow his father's intentions of sending him to law school. With Paul Cézanne's dedication to go to Paris, his father soon allowed the young artist to follow his dream. In 1861, Cézanne joined Zola with the hopes of pursuing art studies at the Académie des Beaux-Arts. Sadly, he was not able to make it in this school as his application was rejected. As an alternative, he attended the Académie Suisse for art studies. Throughout Paul Cézanne's stay in Paris and frequent visits to the renowned Louvre for inspiration, he was overwhelmed by feelings of self-doubt. He was particularly interested in the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Rembrandt, and Johannes Vermeer. Yet he was not too confident about his own artistic skills. Eventually, Cézanne returned to his hometown after spending 5 months studying in Paris. He also decided to work in the banking house owned by his father. However, he still continued his art studies at the School of Design alongside his job. Paul Cézanne experienced some uncertainties, even if he decided that he would pursue work in the banking firm. In 1862, Cézanne went back to Paris and remained here for a little over a year. While in Paris, he met Camille Pissarro and Claude Monet. These artists also took the time to study the works of Édouard Manet and Gustave Courbet, other famous French artists during that period. Although he was immersed with the impressive artworks of these great artists, Cézanne was not quite at ease with the lifestyle in Paris. Hence, he would go back home to Aix and pursue his craft in isolation. Aix was also considered as the artist's refuge, particularly during the time of the Franco-Prussian War. In the 1860s, Cézanne's works were more peculiar and barely having much traces of his more refined and mature painting style. For instance, there were themes of melancholy in his masterpieces, and there were hints of dreams, fantasies, and religious images in his paintings. While Cézanne's paintings were romantic in nature, they lacked much passion and intensity. Among his paintings during this era were The Picnic and The Abduction. However, Cézanne's works in the 1860s showed a hint of the artist's sense of vigor in his craft. Although his later works were more impressive, his earlier masterpieces have a spectacular depth of feeling in them. These works also reveal the artist's potentials of being a genius or a madman, yet his true personalities remained unknown to most people because his mysterious character. Several Impressionist artists during that era, including Pissarro, recognized the astounding talent of Paul Cézanne. He was given much encouragement by others, and he also received constructive criticisms from Zola. Yet Cézanne's works were often rejected by the salons. This resulted to his disappointment and battle with ridicule from others. In 1872, Paul Cézanne decided to travel to Pontoise in France. Here he remained for 2 years as he worked with Pissarro. During his time in Pontoise, he came to realize that painting should be done straight from nature. As a result, there were evident differences in the artist's works, such as the absence of religious subjects and romantic themes. In addition, vibrant colors were incorporated in his paintings instead of the usual somber ambience that his artworks had. Painting from nature is not copying the object. It is realizing one's sensations. Paul Cézanne. Another impact of Paul Cézanne's years of stay in Pontoise was his renewed confidence to become a part of an art exhibition in 1874. It was the Cézanne's first time to participate in such, and this exhibition was organized by a group of radical artists whose works were frequently rejected by the salons. The artworks exhibited were referred to as Impressionism, which became an artistic movement in the 19th century. This exhibit became the first of 8 other shows that were organized from 1874 to 1886. However, Cézanne decided to participate only in the first and third Impressionist show, which was in 1877.